Crossing now live to the Hostage Square in Tel Aviv, I-24 News senior political correspondent Batya Levinthal joining us from there. Batya, let's clear the clutter. What do we know? What don't we know about this deal?
Well, nothing overly new in terms of the narrative, Ellie. We know that a deal is not imminent, but at least it's somewhere near the finish line. That, according to the U.S. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby, who continues to stress nothing is going to happen tomorrow, but the parties are in discussions. They are moving ahead. But again, cautiously optimistic is not what the families and the relatives of the hostages, over 130 of them that have been in the Gaza Strip between the homes and the warehouses and the tunnels belonging to Hamas, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, and obviously with this UNRWA report being so damning as it is, no doubt as well with civilians that may actually be affiliated with Hamas as well. And so cautiously optimistic, not really the way that they want to go. But what is important is to iron out some of those details. And what we currently know in terms of a framework for a deal is that there is a possibility that Hamas will have a look at about a 45-day respite of IDF fighting happening in the Gaza Strip, in particular in the area of Khan Yunis, where it's been focused at the moment. What they're getting in exchange is likely that they will end up moving over around 35 hostages. That is the first phase of some of those hostages back to Israel. That will likely include the remaining women, children, and also the elderly. And for every single hostage of those 35 that they release, they are likely to get anywhere between 150 to 200 Palestinian prisoners that are currently being held in Israeli jails back either into the West Bank or into the Gaza Strip. What we do know is that there is a sticking point, and it's likely not the sticking point that we would be exchanging one for 150 or 200. And the reason that I say that with such confidence is because we've seen this before. In 2011, the same situation happened with the Gilad Shalit deal, where we saw over 1,000 Palestinian prisoners being swapped for just one soldier. And it's very clear that Israel values human life over anything, even wanting to exchange some of the Palestinian prisoners for bodies, the bodies of soldiers, the bodies of hostages that are being held in the Strip. So it's likely that that's not the sticking point. But we are being told by officials that it's likely that one of those sticking points could be the fact that Hamas has not in fact asked for a 45-day respite, that was the terms that Israel gave to them. What they want is a complete cessation of the war, and that is a non-starter for Israel. We have heard Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, along with defense and security officials, saying the same thing over and over again. We will not stop until 3 goals are accomplished: the destruction of Hamas, the bringing home of all our hostages, and eliminating the threat from the border. And that means the continuation until victory, and a victory for the Jewish state means no more Hamas. So it's likely that that is what's holding it up. But as we know, that is the art of diplomacy, that these things do take time. However, as we've mentioned, the hostages and their relatives don't have any more time, with many of them here, come rain or shine, making sure to put that message out there. Bring them home now.
Hey, I see you liked it. Want more? Just hit the subscribe button right here. Go on. I know you want to.